So, after the last video ended, I got on to filling the holes that I messed up and got them re-drilled. Easiest way I did that, if you haven't followed my socials, I used some bamboo cotton sticks, some Gorilla Wood glue, and then just use a pair of cutters and a blade just to whittle them down. After that, I got everything sanded back up to 320. So we now have no lines left on the guitar at all, at the base at all, and it's all nice and clean. The other one I didn't do the holes inside the cavity because it's a little bit awkward, but you're not going to see them, so it's fine. And the reason why I got it back up to 320, we are finally going to get onto some staining. Now, obviously I said comment your guess down below in the last video which one I'm going to go with. I've used a lot of the black, the blues, I've used a couple of the greens, and I've used the red. But last year in Great Guitar Build Off, I won a spot prize at a voucher for Crimson Guitars, so I used that to buy myself the 3 variations of Crimson's purple stains. So we have the vibrant mulberry, the original stunning purple, and we also have the interesting one, which is a pastel lavender purple stain. I'm not sure which one's going to work best, so what I figured was this section here, where we have the transition of the 2 different colours on the front, I'm going to test each one on that section. So I'm going to do a stripe across them, see what they look like. I'm going to put all the hardware and everything on and see which one will kind of work best and go from there. So yeah, what I need to do is get some gloves popped on, let's get some staining started. So the colours I'm going to go with, I'm going to put the original stunning purple underneath, and then we're going to put the mulberry over the top. The beauty part about Crimson Stains is you can mix and match the colours. I've done it in the past where I've sanded it back, but as you may have seen on these ones here, when I did it, it blended really nicely. Fortunately this one, the lavender, this one's a bit too pale for it. Definitely going to keep trying and figuring out which one I can use this on, because I do want to use a solid guitar. But anyway, now we're going to stain the entire thing rather than just that one bit. Oh, that is cool. Thank you, Steph. Alright, so this has been a few days since I did this. I absolutely love how this has come out. Adding the extra layer of purple on top works so well and so nicely. And that was mainly because when I add my finish to it, which is going to be the Cruiser Guitars Penetrating Finishing Oil, it does take a little bit of this top layer off, so I wanted that extra bit of purple to hold it in, but also it's just going to look amazing. Got my gloves on, it's time to add some finish to this, and then I can move on to something that I need to do for the headstock. Okay, so what I'm doing here, I'm just pouring the oil on, wiping it around with a piece of kitchen roll, and then what you're supposed to do is leave this to dry for 5 minutes, or until it goes tacky, then wipe away your excess, and then leave it alone for 2 hours for it to cure before you add your next layer on. Now, recommended by Crimson, you put 6 coats on. Now, what I'm doing here is I'm going around the entire base to get that initial first coat on, because that way it'll cure fully and then I won't have any stain runoff after this point. Now, if I include the entire process for adding the oil finish to this video would be ridiculously long. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to finish adding this coat on, and then we're going to jump from here to where I get the 6th coat added to the front, and I'm going to have to do a little bit of fine sanding, but I'll explain that to you in the next clip. There we are then, so the 6th coat of oil has been added to the front of the base, and as you can see, it is very shiny. Really happy with how it looks, but it's not a very smooth finish, it's a bit tacky, and that's because I didn't actually wipe away the excess after that last coat. So what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to test it in an area that's not seen, and we're going to grab some 2,500 sandpaper, and I'm going to fine sand this to try and get it smooth over again, because as you'll see, it's very tacky, and when I move my hand across it, you can actually see my gloves stick to it, and obviously that's not ideal, it's not what I wanted, You'll see here, look, there I've got my gloves kind of sticking to everything. But I just want to fine sand this just to see if I can get myself a near finish. Now once I've done that, I'm finally going to work on the back of the base, because that has just that initial coat and nothing more. But anyway, that's enough of me talking. Let's get on to fine sanding. Alright, I'm on with my brand new bottle of Crimson's Penetrating Finishing Oil. I finished off the last one doing all the other coats. Now, because of doing that initial coat, this really helps keep the colour looking the same. Now, this is only the second coat on this base, but what I'm doing, wiping it all the way around with my kitchen roll, and then as you see, no more stains coming off thanks to that initial coat, so it does help lock the colour in. And honestly, I'm really happy with how this turned out. I'm still amazed every time that I look at this. I can't believe how good the colour looks. Now, whilst I'm wiping it all around, what I need to do is I need to make sure that I am doing it properly by leaving this alone for 5 minutes or until it goes tacky. Alright then, so this has definitely been 5 minutes, and as you can see, it has definitely gone tacky. It has got a bit nice shine to it, but it's not quite even. Now, what I should be doing here, I should be rubbing the excess off, not wiping the excess off, but I want to try and get as much of a mirror shine as I can, so I'm trying to leave a little bit thicker layers on to try and pull this off. Now, I'm fine sanding this bit here, so notice that when I did the oil on the front, it's rolled round onto the carve and it's gone down to that little area there. But what we're going to do now, I'm just going to throw in a compilation here. So this is going to be a lot of stop-starting for me. So what we're going to do, I'm going to bring you all the way up to the 6th coat on the back, and I'm going to add even more coats to the headstock. So as you see here, I'm just trying not to wreck my finish that I've just added, but now smooth that edge off. So yeah, I'm going to chuck this together in a compilation, because as like I said in the beginning of this, doing the entire process is going to take forever. But yeah, I will talk to you guys once we've got this entire base covered in a lot of finishing oil. at the audio. My lapel mic's just died, but I am way too excited to really care about that. So, I have fine sanded the oil finish on this base, and I want to show it to you guys. But doing it in here with the LED ring lights and everything does not do it justice. Now, I have put the neck back on the base because I wanted to get the full effect of what's happening. Oh my God. Let me just show you. Alright, first of all, please excuse my terribly overgrown garden. I've not had time to do it. Seems to be one extreme to the other in the UK. I either get this glorious weather or absolutely hammering it down. But anyway. So that's the point of doing it with that. So that's a bit awkward for me to be able to see what I'm doing there. Anyway, it's going to be fun showing me down. Alright, that part of my floor is knackered, so, you know, that's why that happens. Anyway, as you can see the difference already. Like, this looks a lot darker on camera than what it is in real life. And I've got to say, natural light really makes this finish and the oil pop. I really hope that you caught the shine on there. The joys of recording it on my own, I can't actually see what I'm doing, but needless to say, the staining and oil finishing is done. Did say, obviously, I've got something that I want to make for the headstock, but this video is already quite long, and what I want to do is a process all unto itself, and I don't want to rush it, and I don't want to cut a lot of stuff out. If, however, everything goes wrong, I probably will cut it out. I'm hopeful as to what I've got planned. But anyway, I think before I get onto that, we're going to get all the hardware, the electronics, everything installed, ready to basically be strung up. But yeah, so this episode's come to an end. In the description is all my socials. Please like, follow, all that fun stuff. Also in there is an affiliate link for Crimson Guitars. I was fortunate enough to be offered to join the affiliate program, and I now have a link in there. So if you buy anything through that, I get a commission, Crimson Guitars get a sale, but the most important thing is you get some amazing products, because this entire base has been stained and oil finished with Crimson Guitars stuff, and just look at it. Yeah, I'm going to stop now because it is red hot right now. I can't seem to win in the UK. That's when my garden's overgrown. It's either chucking it down or it's sunny as all hell like this. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. See you in the next one. Jesus.